सोचो तुझे तो है सुबह, सोचो तुझे तो शाम है। हो मंजिलों पे अब तो मेरी एक ही तेरा नाम है। तेरे याद में ही चल के कोयल से हीरा बनके, ख्वाबों से आगे चल के है तुझे बताना। तेरे वास्ते मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना। तेरे वास्ते मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना। साथ साथ चलते चलते हाथ छूट जाएंगे, ऐसी राहों में मिलो ना। बातें बातें करते करते रात कट जाएगी, ऐसी राहों में मिलो ना। क्या हम है क्या रब है, जहाँ तू है वही सब है। तेरे लब मिले मेरे लब खिले, अब दूर क्या है जाना। तेरे वास्ते मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना। तेरे वास्ते मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना। रब की कवाली है इश्क कोई, दिल की दिवाली है इश्क कोई, महकी सी प्याली है इश्क कोई, सुबह की लाली है इश्क कोई, गिरता सा झरना है इश्क कोई, उठता सा कलमा है इश्क कोई, सांसों में लिपटा है इश्क कोई, आँखों में दिखता है इश्क कोई। Baby, I can see the sun rising in your eyes. Baby, every time I think of you, you make me smile. Baby, I'll be your every dream, you should know. Baby, I never ever wanna let you go. Baby, जिंदगी की नींदों की सुबह इश्क है, बड़ी खूबसूरत सी सजा इश्क है। हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ, हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ।
जिंदगी की नींदों की सुबह इश्क है, बड़ी खूबसूरत सी सजा इश्क है। हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ, हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ।
चले कहीं उड़ के हम चले कहीं, आसमां इश्क है ख्वाहिशों सा धुला है। तुझको छू गया एक एहसास छुआ, जैसे कोई नशा आसमां में घुला है। प्यार हुआ हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ, हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ, हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ। Baby, I can see the अपनी ये डगर चला, क्या पता था कि दिल तेरी खातिर रुकेगा। प्यार हुआ हमको, प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ, हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ, हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ।
काहे मुझे मेरा ये रास्ता है, क्यों ना जरा सा तू भटकता है। अब तो है नया बेसबर, जरा कहो तो मेरी मंजिल से, देखे मेरी वो राह साहिल से। तू है तो देखा बेसबर, करी दिल ने तोरी से बेमानियाँ, दी है खूबसूरत सी परेशानियाँ। हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ, हमको प्यार हुआ पूरी हुई दुआ।
जो तेरी खातिर दर पे पहली से ही, क्या उसे तरफाना ओ जालिमा, ओ जालिमा। जो तेरे इश्क में बहका पहले से ही, क्या उसे तरफाना ओ जालिमा, ओ जालिमा। आंखें मरहबा, बातें मरहबा, नशा मत बना, दीवाना हुआ मेरा ना रहा जब से दिल मेरा तेरे हुस्न का निशाना हुआ। जिसके हर धड़कन तू हूँ ऐसे, दिल को जरा जरा नींद भी अजनबी सी हो गई, जरा जरा चैन से दुश्मनी सी हो गई। तुम मिले खो गया है खुद का ही पता, क्या करूं क्या नहीं कुछ बस में ना रहा। समझो कैसे कोई समझाए, दिल क्या करे जब किसी से किसी को प्यार हो जाए। जाने कहाँ कब किसी को किसी से प्यार हो जाए। ऊंची ऊंची दीवारों से इस दुनिया की रस्में, ओ ना कुछ तेरे बस में जाना, ना कुछ मेरे बस में। तुम ही देखो गया है खुद का ही पता, क्या करूं क्या नहीं कुछ बस में ना रहा। समझो कैसे कोई समझाए, दिल क्या करे जब किसी से किसी को प्यार हो जाए। जाने कहाँ कब किसी को किसी से प्यार हो जाए। जैसे पर्वत पे घटा झुकती है, जैसे सागर से लहर उठती है, ऐसे किस चेहरे पे निगाह रुकती है। रुक नहीं सकती नजरों को दुनिया भर की कसमें। तुम मिले खो गया है खुद का ही पता, क्या करूं क्या नहीं कुछ बस में ना रहा। समझो कैसे कोई समझाए, दिल क्या करे जब किसी से किसी को प्यार हो जाए। जाने कहाँ कब किसी को किसी से प्यार हो जाए, किसी से प्यार हो जाए, किसी से प्यार हो जाए।
I say na 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 na, I say na 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 na, say na 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 na, I say na 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 na, I say na na na, I say na 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 na, I say na na na, I say na 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 na. I never had it easy for the brands and the bling and the expensive thing. Oh, I never had the money, never had nice living. And mama say, oh, you could have it all, just work hard for yours. I say, mama, you know I work hard for sure. Now Jaja bless me with the opportunity to fly country to country. Now I could drink champagne when I thirst. Now I could see only thing I never see. They say this how why you man so rough. But I thank me for the run my family. Now no bad mind boy they can stop me. And every show I smiling cause trust me, life is so lovely. Whoa, and I'm far from finished. Whoa, and I can't believe it. No, see I'm far from finished. Whoa, now the life that I live in. I say na 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 na, I say na na
Hey, yeah. If I could count every grain of sand on the beach, wouldn't be more than every waving hand in the street. Yeah. Please pardon me if I don't know your name, but I know the face. Last time I saw you was in the middle jumping up, having a time. I could see you winding up that waist from miles away. On our truck singing a song, you know every line to it. And I ain't hear you when you called. Hey, I may not remember your name, but trust me, I know the face. I know the face. Hey, I may not remember your name, but trust me, I know the face. I know the face. Hey, you look familiar, I just can't tell you from where or when. All we is family, it don't matter, I know you're my friend. Might forget your name along the way, okay, but just in case, I know the face. I know the face. If I could track every foot that chick down the street, would trace it back to a fete that I was in, yeah. It's all on me was stay outside the gate and they let me in. Last time I saw you was in the middle jumping up, having a time. I could see you winding up that waist from miles away. On our truck singing a song, you know every line to it. And I ain't hear you when you called. Yeah, I may not remember your name, but trust me, I know the face. I know the face. Hey, I may not remember your name, but trust me, I know the face. I know the face. Hey, you look familiar, I just can't tell you from where or when. All we is family, it don't matter, I know you're my friend. Might forget your name along the way, okay, but just in case, I know the face. I know the face. You look familiar, but your name just slipped me. Yeah, your name just slipped me. I just can't remember at all. Don't make no difference once you're right here with me. Just stay right here with me. Let this moment sink in your heart. Last time I saw you was in the middle jumping up, having a time. I could see you winding up that waist from miles away. On our truck singing a song, you know every line to it. And I ain't hear you when you call. Hey, I may not remember your name, but trust me, I know the face. I know the face. Hey, I may not remember your name, but trust me, I know the face. I know the face. You look familiar, I just can't tell you from where or when. All we is family, it don't matter, I know you're my friend. Might forget your name along the way, okay, but just in case, I know the face. I know the face. Oh, na, na, na. Oh, na, na, na. If you know, yeah, then you know, yeah. We all at the ground, yeah. We holding it down, yeah. We open the story. It's Savannah Juve morning. Juve morning. Everybody coming in. We ready to go, yeah. We gon' make them jump. We gon' make them turn up. We gon' make them whine. We gon' make them free up. It's the place of Bacchanal. In this sweet botanical, this carnival. I want you to find your way. Everybody on stage, oh God, oh. If you're coming down from the mountain, oh God, oh. When the rhythm beats in tongue, see me jumping on the Savannah.
is where the chapter ends. A new one now begins. Time has come for letting go. The hardest part is when you know all of these years when we were here are ending. But I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives, and now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives.
Sitaram, please stand for the processional march of the graduating class.
Sitaram, everyone. Pleasant good afternoon. Let us bow heads in prayer as we begin any endeavor. We seek the grace, the guidance, and the blessings of Lord Ganesh so that he will grant us all the wisdom that we need and remove all the obstacles in our path. We pray that Ma Saraswati will also grant us the knowledge so that we may be able to successfully complete our program. Let us bow heads in prayer. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Sri Saraswati Namah. Om Sri Guru Charan Kamalebhyo Namah. Om Gananam Tva Ganapati Gham Havamahe. Priyanam Tva Priyapati Gham Havamahe. Nidhinam Tva Nidhipati Gham Havamahe. Vyaso Mama Aham Jasi Garbhadham Atvam Jasi Garbhadham. Om Sri Vani Hiranyagarbhabhyam Namah. Sri Satchipurandarabhyam Namah. Mata Pitra Charana Kamalebhyo Namah. Ishta Devatabhyo Namah. Kula Devatabhyo Namah. Grama Devatabhyo Namah. Vasudevatabhyo Namah. Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namah. Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namah. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Please remain standing as we join in the anthem and the theme song.
Position for the national anthem. After 3, 2, 3. Forged from the liberty in the fires of hope breath, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare, side by side we stand, islands of the blue Arabian Sea, this our native land, we pledge our lives to thee. Here every green unraised finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every green unraised finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Mahasabha team song. After 3, 2, 3. Kahu ek baat hai mitro, sanatan dharma ki karo parchar duniya mein, sanatan sanatan dharma sacha इसको वीरों ने लगाओ मन, इसी में तुम सनातन धर्म की जय हो, सनातन धर्म रक्षा हेतु हजारों का मरे रण में, कभी मौका को नहीं मोड़ा, सनातन धर्म की जय। पर ही चाहे कष्ट लाखों, न छोड़ो धर्म अपने को, भले ही प्राण तक जावे, ऋषि संतान होने को दावा मन में रखते हो, न छोड़ो कर्म अपने को, सनातन धर्म की जय। ये बिनती शाम करता है तो कर सकल संसार में स्वामी सनातन धर्म की जय हो। सनातन धर्म इस द्वीप में उठाया महासपने बड़े महाराज की जय हो। सनातन धर्म की हमारी संस्कृति पालक सनातन धर्म का रक्षक सत महाराज की जय हो। सनातन धर्म की कहो एक बार मित्रों सनातन धर्म की जय हो। सनातन धर्म की जय हो। सनातन धर्म की जय हो। Everyone keep standing.
Please take your seats. Keynote speaker, Ms. Sharad Raghunath. Representative from the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, in his absence, Pandit Krishna Rambali. School Supervisor 1, in his absence, Dr. Adesh Ramlal. Honorable Member of Parliament and Executive Member of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, in his absence, Mr. Dinesh Rambali. Principals of neighboring schools, Principal of Felicity Hindu School, Mr. Dinesh Bhagwandin. Parent Support Organization Representative, Ms. Vashti Bechan. Members of staff, specially invited guests, parents, graduates. Sitaram, and a pleasant good evening. A cordial welcome to our graduation ceremony 2024. My name is Mrs. Reshma Tiklal Sitaran, and I am honored and privileged to be delegated by my principal to host this graduation ceremony 2024. Graduation Day is a momentous occasion when you get an opportunity to celebrate your achievements. This evening, you, the graduates, are the focus of attention, as all the speakers here will be giving you valuable advice and live lessons for your next chapter. At the helm of every institution, everyone looks for guidance and support from a visionary leader. Since being appointed to Felicity Hindu School at the end of October 2023, Mr. Dinesh Bhagwandin has continued the efficient and effective administration set by his predecessor. To bring the principal's address, I now invite to the lectern our principal, Mr. Dinesh Bhagwandin. Let's give a warm welcome.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Our our keynote speaker, Ms. Sharad Raghunath, representative from the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha in his absence, School Supervisor 1 in his absence, Dr. Adesh Ramlal, members of staff, specially invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, our graduating class of 2024, Sitaram. Now, it is a bit strange for me, if you see me fidgeting, it's a bit strange for me standing here, because normally for the past 20 odd years, I would be all over. For the last 10 years or so, I would be doing Ms. Rishma's job. So it's a bit strange for me standing here to do the principal's address. But my dear graduates, as you will learn, change is the only constant. Change is inevitable. Everything changes. And you are about to embark on one of the major changes in your lives that I will come to in a moment. Right? Your teachers would have had to accept change last year when the then principal retired and a new principal was appointed to the school. So they had to accept change. Everyone has to accept change sometime or the other. So here at the Felicity Hindu School, the major change was the change in administration, which so far has been a smooth transition due to the many policies and programs put in place by the previous administration. We have had many successful events, like our annual Diwali Puja, the Saraswati Puja, our Walkathon, the Bal Vikas, winning the Chautal Sammelan among the Mahasabha top, the large schools category, and participating in the March Past on Friday at the Larigon Stadium. And I must congratulate the March Past team who are all sitting here. They placed second in the Central Zone and won a little trophy. But what I consider to be the highlight of the school calendar was the conduct of the SCA in March of this year. It was a smooth process, and I observed confident students entering the examination room and emerging without displaying any stress whatsoever. And this speaks to the level of preparation by the candidates and by their teachers. And I must pay tribute to the members of staff at this institution. Since assuming duties, I have witnessed the dedication and the genuine concern that staff, both teaching and non-teaching, display for the students. I pause to welcome Pandit Adesh Maharaj, principal of the El Dorado South Hindu School and member of the Pandits Parishad, Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, and Mr. Alan Samaru, SCA teacher, El Dorado South Hindu School. Welcome. So the teachers must be recognized for their unwavering dedication to their charges. And I take this opportunity now to highlight members of staff at the Felicity Hindu School. So, teachers, as I call your name, you stand and be recognized. So, in order of seniority, Mr. Devnath Maharaj, sir. Ms. Veera Rajkumar, Mr. Clifton Sahadev, Mrs. Rishma Tiklal Sicharan, Miss Mira Rambarak, Mrs. Kamili Maharaj Ram, Mrs. Amrika Maharaj, Miss Sharda Ram Sumer, Mrs. Maini Lala Balgobin, Miss Marika Ramlakan, Mr. Devon Deonarain, Miss Sarita Ragbir, Mrs. Ramona Ramcharan, Mrs. Sincha Ramsaran Balkaran, Miss Parvati Hari, Mrs. Gindawati Ramdani, Miss Shana Ramjit, Miss Sarika Bharat, Mrs. Rupa Ramudit Duki. And I pay special tribute to our business operations assistant, Miss Anisa Balkaran. I thought I saw her. Right, many of you parents would have had dealings with Miss Balkaran, and we also have helping Mr. Rahul Rampasad and Miss Lachman Daruga. So as I said, we would not have witnessed the level of preparation had it not been for the hard work of the staff. So my dear graduating class of 2024, you could not have made it this far without your teachers behind you. So let us show our appreciation to your teachers by giving them a lusty round of applause. And I take this opportunity to speak to the parents, because you have a very important role now. If you thought primary school was difficult, and now I can let them go, think again. Right? So many of you may have the feeling that now you can breathe more easily, that the SCA is over, but I want to issue a little caution. We are now handing back our precious little ones back into your care. We have nurtured them for 7 long years. So we have molded them and we have shaped them into industrious young men and women. And the special bonds formed between teacher and student will forever be remembered. Our children are now leaving the protected walls of this institution, which saw them grow and develop their individual identities and personalities. They are now going out into the secondary school system, where there will no longer be teachers filling the roles of mommy and daddy. There will be multiple teachers and moving to different classrooms, so our children will be in an environment which contrasts with the cocoon they knew as primary school. Parents, your role is even more critical now, where you have to become closer to your children. Hold them within your grasp, as there are too many distractions to lead them on the wrong path. In these times, parents want to be the eyes and ears of children in that they tell them what to listen to and what to look at. However, I once heard at a graduation ceremony saying this advice to parents, that parents should try to be the feet and the hands of the children instead. Take them and take their hands and teach them to worship. Be their feet to lead them to the mandir, the mosque, the church. And I cannot begin to emphasize the need to hold them close to you as they enter secondary school. Right. To my students, graduation day represents the culmination of your 7 years at primary school. Meaning, all the time, the energy and work that you have put into writing your exam, it gives you now a chance to celebrate. So today is a day of celebration. It is all well and good when we write the last word on the essay, and we put on the pencil, and we feel that's it, essay is over. But that would be kind of boring, not so? We need to come in an environment like this to celebrate one last time with all our friends. Right? So without graduation, it wouldn't be one big special moment. It is not something that you get to do every day. You may have graduated in primary school, now in preschool, now primary school, and then secondary school, and then at university. But this is a very special event. It allows you to forget all the hard, grueling work for the past 7 years and enjoy the day, to spend time with your friends, and take this moment to appreciate your achievement and recognize the importance. It is a landmark in your own timeline of your life. Right? So you will definitely remember this day. So here we are, this wonderful bunch of graduates. I would have met this class at the beginning of November 2023 and watched you work hard, assiduously, morning, lunchtimes, evenings, weekends, even up to the day before SA. You all were still working. So I admire your dedication, which have been instilled in you here at the Felicity Hindu School. What you have achieved is no easy feat. You have endeavored for excellence in all that you do. Right? And I want to commend some of the children who were in this class, because I saw dedication within them. Right? Their positive attitude. When we wanted children for Balvikas and we wanted children for March Past, a lot of the children shied away. But these children, they stepped up and they represented the school. Right? When the teachers said, let's give the others a chance, and the others were not here, I said, no, give the children a chance. They are willing. Let them do it. And as I said, they practiced. I looked at them hard. They never complained. And they would have won second place in the Central Zone in the sports. So it was a tremendous effort, and it just goes to show that what you can achieve once you put your mind to it. Now, your positive attitude that you show augurs well, as education is the only way to change the world. Not only certificates and degrees, but also mannerisms, and what is lacking most in today's society, empathy. Being educated in a Mahasabha school has inculcated religious beliefs and values, which I trust you will continue to demonstrate. A little bit of advice to you. The world is literally in the palm of your hand or in your pockets. And I don't need to tell you about your cell phone and your devices that you have. With that, you can access information in seconds. You can communicate throughout the world. So the world, it has already been shown that the borders are no longer physical with technology. So do not limit yourself to thinking that I want to educate myself and I want to get a job here in Trinidad. I am not looking out. The world is recruiting employees from Trinidad and Tobago as they recognize the high standard of education we possess here. You children, make sure these opportunities do not pass you. There are no excuses. In my time, I could not have even imagined internet. We had to go to the library and borrow books and read books whole night and write down notes. Now you have everything at the end of your, at the top of your fingertips. Imagine in online school, some of you never even got out of bed. You put the laptop on the bed and you didn't put on your camera and you lie down and listening. And it's the same thing. You can literally do that. With online university, you can actually be in your bed, open your laptop, and you're in class, and you can qualify. Children, the opportunities are endless. Do not waste it. Right? And I want to emphasize that I see in you all that determination to succeed. And you have shown that you can achieve your goals. So no matter what happens Next week, the other week, you all would have done your best. And all of us, your parents, your teachers, would be very proud of you. All right? Now, I want to leave you with a few parting words of advice, and I want these words to remain with you throughout your life. Don't dream it. That's for lazy people. Lie down and dream. Don't dream it. Make it yours. The world is yours to take. I told you the world is in your palm of your hands on your device. Use it. Seize it. Don't depend on anyone. And I heard this in a recent graduation as well, that the world owes you nothing and nobody owes you anything. You have to get up and get it. You have to work for it. Work hard for what you want. And finally, I want you to especially remember this. Don't follow your dreams. Because when you follow that is all you are doing. You are following. I don't want you to follow your dreams. I want you to chase them. Get that dream. Chase your dream. Get it. Seize it. Take it. So, my dear graduates, you all are a very special bunch of children in more ways than one, but because you will be my first class that I am addressing as a principal. So I will always remember you, and I will always hold you dear in my heart. So my dear graduates, all the best. Sit down.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening and inspiring words to our graduates. The parent body of any school provides much needed support in the daily operations at our school. In fact, currently, parental involvement is a widely discussed topic in education today. So, to bring greetings on behalf of the parent body, I welcome to the lectern Ms. Vashti Bechan. Let's welcome her with a round of applause. Thank you.
Madam Chairperson, keynote speaker, Ms. Sharad Raghunath, representative from the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha in his absence, School Supervisor 1, Dr. Adish Ramlal, Principal of the Felicity Hindu School, Mr. Dinesh Ramdani, Bagundin, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the viewing audience via our live stream, graduating class of 2024. On this significant day, I stand before you on behalf of the Parent-Teacher Association to extend our warmest greetings and congratulations to each and every one of you, graduates. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, determination, and perseverance. It is a momentous occasion that not only celebrates your academic achievements, but also your personal growth and resilience. As you stand on the threshold of a new chapter in your lives, remember the invaluable lessons learned during your primary school journey. Cherish the friendships made, the knowledge gained, and the challenges encountered. Each experience has shaped you into the remarkable individuals you are today. To the parents, guardians, and families, your unwavering support and encouragement have been instrumental in the success of these graduates. Today is a testament to your dedication and love. To the teachers, staff, your guidance, mentorship, and passion have inspired these graduates to reach new heights. Your commitment to excellence has left an indelible mark on each and every student. Graduates, as you embark on this exciting journey ahead, know that the entire school community stands behind you, cheering you on every step of the way. May the knowledge and experiences gained here propel you towards a future filled with endless possibilities and opportunities. We are immensely proud of you and cannot wait to see the incredible contributions you will make to the world. Bhagwan's choicest blessings to all of you as you begin this new chapter. On behalf of the PTA of the Felicity Hindu School, congratulations, class of 2024, on this remarkable achievement. You did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bachan, for your words of wisdom imparted to our graduates. Kindly remain, Ms. Bachan, we call you. To receive a small token of appreciation, Ms. Bachan, remain on stage, please. I would like to invite Ms. Maini Lala Balgobin to make a small presentation. Before continuing, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our former principal, Mr. Devendra Rohit, accompanied by his lovely wife, Mrs. Geeta Rohit, the principal of El Socorro Hindu School. The Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha is one of the largest and most influential organizations that has a powerful guiding force towards education, especially the Felicity Hindu School. Next, on our agenda, I would like to introduce to you an illustrious individual to bring greetings on behalf of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha. The Honorable Member of Parliament and Executive Member of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, Mr. Dinesh Rambali. To the lectern, we would like to welcome him warmly.
Sitaram, everyone, and pleasant good afternoon. Members of the head table, of course, led by our very own principal, Principal Dinesh, and I know that we have other principals here, so let me get the principals out of the way. Principal Adish is here, of course, El Dorado South Hindu School. We have our very own former principal, Principal Rohit, is here with his lovely wife. So I pay, first of all, my respects to them. Feature speaker and other members of the head table. Our graduates and their parents, their relatives, and all of us supporters of the Felicity Hindu School. I saw my good friend, chairman of the Environmental Commission, and he is here with his lovely Dharampatni as well. So I pay my respects to them. Ladies and gentlemen, and our graduates, young ladies and gentlemen, it is of course a blessing to be able to address you all on this a very auspicious and a very happy occasion. And I think that on behalf of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, I want to congratulate you all tremendously for the job that you all have been doing with respect to your schoolwork, listening to your teachers, respecting your teachers, listening to your parents and respecting them, and of course making yourselves better as young citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. If it is one thing that we promote in the Mahasabha, and for the children, of course, who may not understand the role of the Mahasabha or the full extent of the role which it performs, it is an organization which promotes spirituality, right? Our religion, the way we practice our religion. It promotes our traditions. And in more recent times, we have actually gone in the direction of promoting even more than that, education of children, regardless of what religion you belong to. So it is something that we believe in, and we want you children to listen to your teachers, your parents, and to ensure that you always behave in a disciplined way, and you will see success. That is guaranteed. I want to tell the children, and now I want to extend my message, beyond the children to the parents. If it is one thing that I want to leave as a message to these kids, and I want the parents to encourage them, is that in our society, we must practice at all times truth. Children, you all know what that is, right? What is truth? Truth is that we must not tell a lie, right? Truth is also that we must behave in a certain way. So if we see something that is being done that is not right, it is wrong, that we must be able to say something about it, right? And what is also truth? Truth is that whatever we have grown up to this point in time, whatever your teachers have taught you in primary school, Felicity Hindu School, whatever your parents have taught you, truth is where you hold on to those teachings and you don't let it go. So even though you are graduating today and you are going on to secondary school, when you go to secondary school and wherever you go, truth is that you will first of all be true to yourself, and you will not forget where you have come from. You will not forget that your teachers, what work they did with you in the different standards. You will not forget how many mornings your parents had to sacrifice to make sure that you were comfortable and you were dropped to school on time, picked up on time, you went to lessons, all of these things. Truth is the discipline as well that you all will have to maintain to ensure that you keep doing your homework, right? Don't feel the homework finish, eh? The homework only now start. So when you think that, okay, you're going to have fun times, you can enjoy the fun times. But the truth is that you're going to have much more work to do. But with much more work comes what? Success? Yes. With much more work comes much more fun. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to meet new friends. You're going to do different activities. And these are all fun learning activities. And you all will become bigger. You'll be brighter. You'll become stronger. And you all will become what we as elders would want you to be. You all are going to become well-rounded citizens. And you're going to start contributing in your own way to your community. So I want to ask the children here, what did your parents promise you when you get your results? Chocolate? That's too small an item these days. Right, so you don't have to tell me now, right? Just remember what your parents promised you, that when you get your results and you pass your exams and stuff, make sure that they fulfill that little promise to you, right? And that is the fun in all of this, right? You have a little bartering, right? A little negotiation that always takes place between parents and children. But remember the message. The message is that you must always be truthful. If you always speak the truth, you always behave in a truthful way, that will ensure that our society, wherever we go, whatever our jobs, whatever we may do, our country will always be in good hands. Our community. And one thing I could tell you, the Felicity Hindu School, the staff and the teachers and everyone, the entire community, they will be very proud of you because you would have reached a position where people will respect you, people will honor you, and they will say, you know, I always know that person to be a truthful person. That person is indeed a very good person. All right, so this is what you all must always cultivate. So on behalf of the board of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, the Secretary General, the President General, and all members of the board, I want to extend to each and every one of the children A hearty congratulations on this occasion. I wish them all of the best. I want to congratulate the parents. You all have been doing a phenomenal job in bringing up the children. And this is really what leads to the success of Felicity Hindu School. Principal Rohit, yes, right, under his stewardship, right? Definitely leading the staff. Now we have one of the best SCA teachers who have now taken on the role as principal of Felicity Hindu. So this is what the board ensures. This is what we do at the board. Hours and sleepless nights are spent, right, to ensure that we put persons in the positions that we know that we don't leave our children at the mercy of any indiscipline in the system, right? We have any Ministry of Education officials here? So I want to tell you, this is the investment. So I want you all to give your support. Parents, you all have been doing a fantastic job. Keep it up with your children, but don't forget Felicity Hindu School. Even after your children, and some may have more than one, but those who only have one, and their child is graduating now, or maybe the last of children is graduating now, continue to remember Felicity Hindu School, because the school's success rests on the principal and the staff, but it rests even more on the parents, the parent body. So I want to thank you all on behalf of the board. And to Principal Dinesh, I want to wish you all the best, along with your staff. I know the hard work that has been going on. These children would have gone through, of course, Principal Rohit and him leading the ship, but I know you have been continuing the mantle, and I was fortunate enough to be invited very recently to the day of activities, the walkathon, and all those things, and what I saw there, the outpouring of support, is something that I know that the community has full faith in our staff and our teachers, our principal, and I want you all to continue that. So children, let me give you all a round of applause along with all of your parents and all the well-wishers here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rambali. We would like to invite you on stage again. We have a small token of appreciation. I would like to invite Ms. Camille Maraj Ram to present this token. Thank you, Ms. Camille. At this moment, I would like to also recognize the presence of Mr. Dayanan Jagrup, the former SAA teacher at our school, at Felicity Hindu School. Let's give him a big round of applause, please. Sir, welcome. Felicity Hindu enjoys a cordial relationship with the Ministry of Education via our school supervisors. This evening, we have Dr. Adesh Ramlal in our midst to represent the Ministry of Education. I now invite to the lectern Dr. Adesh Ramlal. Let's warmly welcome him to the podium.
Thank you very much. Pandit Dinesh Rambali, Member of Parliament, Assistant Secretary General of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, Ms. Sharad Raghunath, Keynote Speaker, past pupil of the Felicity Hindu School, Attorney at Law, Office of the Attorney General, Ministry of Legal Affairs. Thank you for coming back and sharing some of your experiences with the graduating class of 2024. A round of applause, please, for past people. Mr. Dinesh Bagwandin, Principal of the Felicity Hindu School, all diligent and committed members of staff, other executive members of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, Mr. Devendra Rohit, former principal, Felicity Hindu School, Mrs. Rohit, principal of the El Socorro Hindu School, Principal Pandit Adish Maharaj, principal of the El Dorado South Hindu School, other principals present here today in case I miss you, other specially invited guests, parents, graduating class of 2024. Sitaram all. Sitaram. It's indeed a privilege and certainly a pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the Ministry of Education. Firstly, the ministry wants to thank the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha Board of Management for ensuring the vision, mission, goals, and objectives of the S.D.M.S board. The Felicity Hindu School adhere to all the policies. We say thank you for ensuring the secular education and the sacred education. Balvika has just finished. We saw the cultural dimension and the religious dimension working hand in hand. Thank you to the S.D.M.S Board of Education. Round of applause, please. To the principal and staff, I know Mr. Devendra Rohit would have molded these children from the graduating class of 2024 and continued by Mr. Bagwandin. Thank you, principal and staff. Thank you, principal, for your continued transformative leadership as you added value to the graduating class. And thank you to all members of staff for ensuring all the transformational initiatives of the Ministry of Education are implemented at the Felicity Hindu School. Our children, the graduating class, were exposed to the STEPS program as they transition into secondary school, cultural transformation, and the other policy initiatives of the Ministry of Education. Principal and staff at the Felicity Hindu School ensure of the 8 pillars of the Ministry of Education strategic plan, 2 are adhered to all the time. That is equity in quality education and enabling student success. So a round of applause for principal and staff of our school. To the graduating class of 2024, I see you selected your theme, Dream, Believe, Achieve. I just want to remind you, as you move on to secondary school, and you dream, and you believe, and as you achieve, in your course of action, you have to remember to set goals. Goal setting is very, very important. So graduating class, repeat after me. Set short-term goals, medium-term goals, long-term goals. And of course, your parents will ensure this. And of course, as you dream, believe, and achieve, you have to remember this. I want you to remember this quotation. Repeat after me. Success comes through hard work and commitment. So remember that, okay? All right, thank you. So the parents of the graduating class of 2024, I just want to remind you, when our precious little ones were in preschool, you would have guided them and molded them. Isn't that so, parents? I'm not hearing. Yes. And so too at the primary school level. But sometimes when they go to secondary school, some parents leave the little ones alone. They feel they're big now and they could make decisions by themselves. I want to remind you today to continue to monitor. I want you to be reminded to know who your child's friends are in secondary school. I want you to go even further. I want you to be reminded to find out who the parents of your friends are. Call them when they say they have to go out, wherever. Cinema, a little line in the mall, anywhere. Ensure that you follow them, follow their progress, aid them at the secondary level, and success will be theirs. In closing, I just want to remind all, as all our children would have gotten the foundation, the sacred foundation at the Felicity Hindu School. As you move on to secondary school, children, always remember, put God, complete that statement for me, put God first. Put God first, and success will be yours. Sitaram.
Thank you for those motivational advice given to our graduates, sir. I now invite Ms. Sarika Barra to make a presentation on our behalf. Thank you, Ms. Sarita. Okay. At Felicity Hindu School, it's not only about the academics, but we promote our culture through our students. At this juncture, I now introduce to you our own little pretty Miss Priya Ramcharan, a Standard 2 student who will be performing a dance item entitled Mode of Holy, dedicated to the graduating class of the Felicity Hindu School. Let's welcome little Miss Priya on stage.
मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा के नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा के नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले फीकी फीकी अखियों का गजरा वही मेरी सुनी सुनी बहियों का गजरा शाम मेरी फीकी फीकी अखियों का गजरा वही मेरी सुनी सुनी बहियों का गजरा मेरे जीवन में रस की फुहार बोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा के नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले दूर से कन्हैया ने मुझको पुकारा मुरली की धुन में किया है इशारा मेरे सपनों की वीणा के तार बोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले
What a beautiful performance by little Miss Priya. Let's give her another round of applause. Thank you, Priya. To show our appreciation, the principal will present little Miss Priya with a small gift. Also, in our midst, I would like to acknowledge a former teacher of our school, Mrs. Gayatri Narayan Singh. Welcome, Miss. Let's give her a little round of applause. Now, at this point, we have come to the highlight of this evening's proceedings, and that's the distribution of the graduation certificates. Children, please note that you enter the stage as graduands, but you will exit as graduates of our esteemed institution. To take you through this segment of the program, we will be honored to have the Standard 5 teachers, Mrs. Amrika Maharaj, Mrs. Sharda Ramsamir, and Mr. Devon Deonarain, to take us through. I invite to the podium Mr. Devon Deonarain.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I ask members of the head table to stand to present. As I call the first 10 graduates from table 1, graduates, you can turn your chairs a bit so you are comfortable and you can right. First, Amelia Alexander. Next, we have Adrian Ali. Next, we have Mr. Smiley Shazem Ali. Next, we have a little maths whiz, Mr. DeAndre Arjun. Next, I call on someone. She's in everything in this school. She's like a pilau, pata pilau, right? She's in everything. Miss Vaishnavi Bechan. Next, I call Arya Bajnath. right? Next I call, hopefully one day, the future West Indies cricket captain, Mr. Akash Bansraj. Next, I call upon our Dulaha from our Balvikas folk song, Mr. Avinash Bansraj. This child is someone who is quiet, reserved, not very talkative, Miss Sadie Bastiw. Next, I call our little brainiac, Miss Ciara Bastiw. I hand you over to Miss America.
Thank you, Mr. Devan. Sitaram, Josiah Bihari. Viren Bagan, always converting a table to a tabla, beating books with rhythm. Ravita Barichi. Sahil Davidin, occasionally called Shiva by V, always immaculately dressed and ready for school. Nia Daniel. Sarita Das, always alert, ready to take on a challenge. Jeremiah Denisa. Kevin Danesa, Kevin Danesa, his daring personality could definitely give him a future role in leadership. Mira Dindial, a passion for making new friends, an imaginative learner. Rajiv Daya. I now invite Ms. Sharda.
All right, sit around. Darren Garcia, a most disciplined and hardworking child. Vinita Gaya, one of the most pleasant students in our year body. Karan Girda Niranjan. Jaden Hackett. Our very own Tassa King. Arya Jagdeo. Lily Jagannath, most pleasant, always with a compliment for someone. Sanjay Kamal. Kaylee Katwaru, most obedient. Jamal Khan, Lauren Lalman,
Thank you, Ms. Sharda. I continue. We call on Krish Maharaj. Next, I call upon Raghav Maharaj, a most pleasant and helpful student, hard worker, would not refuse you when he is called upon. Next, I call upon Brittany Manboard. Next, I call upon Sandhya Maharaj, a most pleasant student, always with a smile. Next, I call on Aidan Matura Bal. Next, I call on Analia Medina. Next, I call on Aidan Mohammed. He is one who would find the answer or next answer after Sir Dayanand finds a solution to the question. He would give Sir Dayanand some competition. Next, I call on Azalea Mohammed. Very pleasant, diligent, wonderful child, always with a smile on her face. Next, I call on Rosiana Mohammed. Next, I call on Sharana Mohammed. Another pleasant student, one who comes and calls Sir, want to give me a little talk sometime. I now call on Miss America.
Divash Mohan, don't judge his ability by his size. Excellent worker. Chloe Parai. Aryan Rajbali, the engineering mastermind of the class. Sorry about that. It's supposed to be Abiana Phillip. Shazara Pire. Gentle, considerate, and excels in her work. On a second take, Aryan Rajbali. Andali Ramdat. Our Curly Sue. But you're straight today. Elena Ramdani. Vinay Ramlochan. Every strand of hair always in place, but you can't see it right now. Jayashree Ramnares. Amia Ramnarain, brilliant and beautiful. Sharda.
Anisha Ramnarain, fondly called Smalley by the Standard 5 teachers. Umala Ramnarain, Rajendra Rampasad, my most helpful student. Ranu Rampasad, Vivek Rampasad, Veer Ramsaran, Kavisha Ramsundar, often seen smiling or heard giggling, very happy. Kiran Ramtahal, one of our super marchers. Varin Ranjit Singh. Rayan Ratan. A lovely child who displays kindness every day.
Thank you, Ms. Sharda. As we complete the last of the graduates, I start with Reese Ratan. Diligent, hard-working student. I call upon RJ Sadhu, another one who gives Mr. Dayanan some competition in the class with maths calculations. I call on Sonia Sahadev, our flag bearer for our second place March Past team. I call on Aryan Samuj. I call upon Shiva Sampal. He is commonly confused with Sahil. Two of them are best friends and they sit close together, so that's why we mix them up sometimes. I call on Raiz Shah, don't let his size fool you. Quite intelligent. Quite intelligent and reserved. Next I call upon Vinayak Singh. He was our pundit for our folk song. Next, I call on Ishtika Somra, better known as Miss Drama. She writes skits in within 2 minutes and starts the act in the class. Hopefully one day we would see her probably on Broadway or something like that. Next, I call on Aryan Sukhdev, a young gentleman in the making. Next, I call on Anjali Tulsi, another very diligent and hard-working student. And last but not least, I call on Miranda Willie. Thank you to members of the head table. I think these graduates need a lusty round of applause. I hand you over to our Madam Chairperson.
Thank you to our Standard 5 teachers, and again to the members of the head table. So children, time to listen to Miss Reshma. You are going to take that tassel on your cap and you are going to turn it to your right. You see? A little no left and right. Go back to first year. Right. Everybody did it? Yeah? Thumbs up? Good. So, congratulations. You all are now officially graduates. Please give them a round of applause. Once again, we showcase our talent at Felicity Hindu School. At this time, we have two Standard 3 students, the astounding Miss Ariana Bechan and the sensational Samara Bansraj, who will be performing an instrumental item entitled Kal Ho Na Ho. Please, let's warmly welcome them on stage with a round of applause. As we wait on these students to set up for their performance, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Nalini Sigulam Hussain, the representative of Felicity, our neighboring school, Felicity Presbyterian. Welcome, Miss. And also, I take this opportunity to also welcome two past teachers of our school, hardworking, Mrs. Kamla Salikram and Miss Savitri Sivasaran, dedicated teachers to our school. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for being here. Now, these two children performed and represented our school, and they did a wonderful job. So we wanted to share with you all today their wonderful performance. Yeah. Thank you, Ariana and Samara, for that beautiful rendition. Again, our principal will present a token to both performers. Thank you, sir. I also forgot to mention that Ms. Savitri Sisuran was the vice principal of Felicity Hindu School. Sorry. So, moving along now. During the past year, there was fierce competition among the Standard 5 students in the preparation for SEA 2024. Some of these students excelled, and we take this opportunity to reward them for their exceptional performance. Our Standard 5 teachers will now announce the awardees to receive their prizes, which will be a surprise for many of them.
Sitaram, it gives us, the Standard 5 teachers, great happiness to bring recognition to the recipients of the special awards. These pupils have not only excelled academically, but have also shown great dedication and commitment during the preparation for the secondary entrance assessment. I will begin with the awardees for Mr. Devon Deonarine's class. Firstly, I'd like to call on Mr. Devnath Maharaj to present the awards for the top boy and girl in mathematics. The top boy award in mathematics goes to Divash Mohan. Top girl in Sir Devon's class goes to Sadie Basdeo. Thank you, Mr. Devnath. I now invite Mrs. Reshma Tiklal Sicharan to present the awards for excellence in ELA. Top boy award goes to Josiah Bihari. And top girl goes to Lily Jagannath. Thank you, Ms. Reshma. I now call on Ms. Sarika Bharat to help present the awards for excellence in ELA writing. All right, this is creative writing. And the award for the top boy goes to Akash Bansraj. The top female award goes to Lily Jagannath. All right, moving on to all-round student. I'd like to invite Mrs. Gendawati Ramdani. All right, top male goes to Jaden Hackett. And the female award goes to Kavisha Ramsundar. Thank you, Ms. Gail. I now call on Mr. Clifton Sahadev to help present the most improved student. And this award goes to Elena Ramdani. All right, finally, we have the awards for overall academic performer. And the male award for overall academic performer goes to Akash Bansraj. This is Ms. Sintra Ramsaran Balkaran presenting this award. And the female awardee is Sadie Basdew. Thank you, Ms. Sintra.
The awardees of the Sharda Ramsumar class. I call on Ms. Veera Rajkumar to help me with this presentation. First up, excellence in mathematics, male, Krish Maharaj. Female, Ciara Vasquez. I invite Mrs. Maini Lala Valgobin to assist with excellence in ELA. Male, Adrian Ali. Female Ishtika Somra. I invite Mrs. Sarita Ragbir to assist with our next presentation. We now have excellence in ELA writing, creative writing that is, male, Adrian Ali. He has his hands full. Female, Sarita Das. Followed by Mrs. Kamili Maraj Ram assisting with our next presentation. We have all-round student, male Shiva Sample. Female, Sarita Das. I request Miss Mira Rambarak's present to present Most Improved Student, and that goes to none other than Kaylee Katwaru. I'm going to request the assistance of, I'm going to request the assistance of none other than Mr. Diana Zagrup to assist with the overall academic performer of Ms. Sharda's class. Special thank you to all our beautiful teachers who assisted. Male overall academic performer, Krish Maharaj. Female, Ciara Basdale. Thank you, Mr. Jagrup. I now pass you over to Mr. Devon.
Thank you, Ms. America. I now call the special awards for the class of Mrs. America Maharaj, together with Mr. Dayanand Jagrup. Awards for excellence in mathematics. Top male student, Aryan. I call on Ms. Marika Ramlakan to present these awards. Aryan Rajbali. Top female for excellence in mathematics, Anjali Tulsi. Thank you, Ms. Marika. I now call on Ms. Shana Ramjit to present excellence in English language arts. Top male student, Aiden Mohammed. Top female student, Sharana Mohammed. Thank you, Ms. Shana. I now call on Ms. Rupa Ramudit Duki to present the awards for excellence in yearly writing. Top male, Ajay Sadhu. Top female, Ms. Rupa, you can read. Top female student, Rosiana Mohammed. Thank you, Ms. Rupa. To present top all-round student, I call on Mrs. Ramona Ramcharan. Top male all-round student, Raghav Maharaj. Top female all-round student, Vaishnavi Bechan. Thank you, Ms. Ramona. I call on Ms. Parvati Hari to present Most Improved Student. The Most Improved Student, Aryan Samuch. Thank you, Ms. Parvati. I call upon our former principal, Mr. Devinja Rohit, to present overall academic performance. Overall academic performer, male, Aryan Rajbali. And our top female student, Sharana Mohammed. Thank you, Mr. Rohit, and congratulations to all our special awardees. I now hand you over to our Madam Chairperson.
Thank you to the Standard 5 teachers. I just want to mention, it's so wonderful to see the graduating children, the graduating class cheering on for their fellow classmates. That means as parents and teachers, we are doing a really fantastic job. So great job, guys, for cheering on your fellow classmates for receiving their prizes. So we just heard the voices of their cheers. So now we will hear from the graduates themselves. I invite the graduates to perform their graduation song entitled Dreamers by Jung Kook. I present to you the graduating class. Please stand right where you are.
We are the dreamers. We make it happen. 'Cause we can see it. It's to the ones that keep the passion. Respect. Oh yeah. It's to the ones that can imagine. Respect. Oh yeah.
نحلم إن يكون العالم أحلى ونعيش بحب ونتجمع ونخلي صوتنا يملى هالدنيا حب ونتكاتف نرفع وترفرف ونتعاون نصنع ونحقق وما نستسلم نتحدى ونتجاوز كل شدة ونغني بمودة. Look who we are.
We are the dreamers. We make it happen. Guess we believe it. Look who we are. We are the dreamers. We make it happen. 'Cause we can see it. It's to the ones that keep the passion. Respect. Oh yeah. It's to the ones that can imagine. Respect. Oh yeah. We are the dreamers. We make it happen. Guess we believe it.
Thank you, graduates, for that wonderful, outstanding performance. Let's give them another round of applause. I know it had to be Miss America behind that little dance. Thank you, Miss America. And who was the first year teacher, boy? Yeah. Right, just kidding, just kidding. Look who we are. We are the dreamers. We make it happen because we believe it. Indeed, an appropriate and relatable message for our graduates to take note of. In every organization, there are people who willingly provided yeoman service to the development of our noble institution. Today, we take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to these distinguished individuals. At this time, the principal will make these special presentations. I invite to the lectern our principal.
I was just checking to see if there's another trophy because I think Rajendra won the dance-off. So pass tomorrow, you have a trophy. All right, Sitaram once again. At this time, we want to pay tribute to some special people who have made outstanding contributions to the Felicity Hindu School. But before I go into that part, we have some more awards for these wonderful children. So, firstly, I want to invite Miss Kalauti Ramdas to the stage because Mr. Sukraj Ramdas and Mrs. Kalawati Sadhu Ramdas is giving a bursary for 4 deserving students, and this is not a one-time gift. This will be provided for 5 years of secondary school. So I invite Miss to come to do the presentations herself. Right, and although you are receiving it with 4 recipients, I get to see you tomorrow or another day because you have to come to get it stamped by the school, right? Without the school stamp, you won't be able to vote to cash it. So Miss Kalauti Ramdas is on stage to make her presentations.
Sitaram, everyone. This evening I'm very delighted to make a contribution to those hard-working students who are hardly being recognized. I am here to motivate and inspire excellence in education. So those children who work very hard and hardly being recognized, I'm here to assist them financially and otherwise. This scholarship will go to them for 5 years. I'll make a presentation for one, and we have three others who will help in this contribution. Thank you very much.
So I invite our first recipient on stage, Umila Ramnarain. Umila Ramnarain, where is she? Come. Thank you, Mrs. Ramdas, former principal at Felicity Hindu School. Mr. Sunil Sukraj will make the other presentation to Rian Ratan. Now remember, parents, you have to come to the school to get this endorsed with the school stamp. Mrs. Sita Sukraj to present to Reese Ratan. Mr. and Mrs. Sadhu to make the final presentation to Rajiv Daya. Right, and these children will be provided with this scholarship for the next 5 years. Thank you very much, the Ramdas family. We have another award from Mr. and Mrs. Gopal and the family. Is there any representative here? Is there any representative from Mr. and Mrs. Gopal and family? They had a handwritten note, and all they wrote was that they hope this puts a smile on a child's face. That is what they wanted us to tell you. They hope that this award brings a smile to the face of a child. So I want to invite Pandit Adesh Maharaj, principal of the El Dorado South Hindu School, to make this presentation to Sanjay Kamal. We have a third award from Mrs. Basande Rampasad Bursary. Is there any representative from the Rampasad family? Okay, I want to invite Pandit. Is a representative? No? Oh. Okay, I want to invite Pandit Dinesh Rambali to make this award, this presentation to Lauren Lalman. And at the Felicity Hindu School, we recognize parents who have made outstanding contributions toward the upliftment of the institution. And I know that all parents here would have contributed in one way or the other, but there are some who go above and beyond, going the extra mile to ensure that the operations of the school run smoothly. And we want to recognize two parents from among the parent body to present a small token of appreciation. So firstly, I want to invite Mr. and Mrs. Sadhu back on stage to receive a little token of appreciation for their long and meritorious service. They are leaving the institution, but I know Mrs. Sadhu is just a phone call away for any advice I may need. Now there's a little motive behind this too, so anytime they see the plaque, they remember us and they wouldn't forget us. Thank you very much. And I call Mr. and Mrs. Raymond Lachman. Mr. Raymond Lachman. Mr. Lachman has provided tremendous service to the institution as well. And once again, I invite our board representative, Pandit Dinesh Rambali, to make the presentation. We have one more special presentation that these children wanted done to say their goodbyes. So they want to say their final goodbyes through the medium of these little tokens of appreciation. So I firstly call one former principal, Devendra Rohit, to receive a little token of appreciation. And also to this gentleman who, although he retired on the first day of school, he stayed with the children until SCA, long hours, weekends, and this can in no way compensate him for his efforts, but we want to recognize the efforts, the sterling contribution efforts of Mr. Diana and Jack Group. Please, sir. Now I must tell you, after retirement, I didn't keep the official book, but Mr. Diana and Drago had a perfect attendance and regularity. Right? Never absent or late. Thank you very much, sir. And we have another little special presentation, the final one. And this one is a little appreciation to Mrs. Rohit for being the supporting pillar behind the former principal Rohit. So, Miss, I invite you on stage. Okay, so a round of applause for all our awardees. Ms. Rishma will now carry on the program.
Thank you, sir. At this time, we want to hear from the graduates. Representing the graduating class will be 3 dedicated students, Ishtika Samra, Avinash Bansraj, and Lily Jagannath, presenting their valedictory speech. I now invite the 3 of them on stage.
Principal of the Felicity Hindu School, Mr. Dinesh Bhagwandeen, other members of the head table, honored guests, and last but not least, the Felicity Hindu School graduating class of 2024. Sitaram, and a pleasant afternoon to all. It is indeed with great pride and humility that we 3 students of the Standard 5 class address you as the valedictorians of 2024.
I shall begin, of course. Approximately 7 years ago, when we first laid our tiny but nervous feet within the gates of Big School, many of us would have cried our lungs out, while others might have had a mixture of emotions, like anxiety, fear, sadness, excitement, and perhaps even courage. Whatever the feelings we might have exhibited on that fateful morning, one thing was certain. For the first time in our very young lives, we, the Infant 1 class of 2017, had to spend several hours of one day in the company of about 500 souls whom we barely knew. As intimidating as this was for any 5-year-old, our loving first-year teachers, Ms. Reshma, Ms. Shana, and Ms. Nalini, ensured that we settled in comfortably and that there was a smooth progression into second year, where Ms. Parvati, Ms. Rita, and Ms. Amrika continued from where our first-year mothers left off.
After those first 2 years flew by, we were all welcomed into the junior school by our new Standard 1 teachers, Ms. Sharda, Ms. Ramona, and Ms. Camille. As all you graduates would remember, with some dread, it was during our second term in Standard 1 that our normal school routines were suddenly and rudely interrupted by the infamous COVID-19 pandemic. And we were all forced to revert to the all-new and very challenging online classes. This period in our school lives continued for the rest of Standard 1, the whole of Standard 2, and we finally returned to our classrooms at Felicity at the start of the third term in Standard 3. Of course, were it not for the diligence and patience shown by our Standard 1 teachers for a brief period, then our Standard 2 and 3 heroes, Sir Deonath, Sir Sachin, Miss Gail, Miss Vera, and Miss Gayatri, we might not have made it through those unsettling times. Perhaps for the first time in my entire school life, I could genuinely say that I was elated to be back to school, mingling with my friends again, and having face-to-face interactions with my teachers. I am sure the majority of Standard 5 pupils seated here today would have shared similar sentiments at that time.
This joy, however, was short-lived, since a rude awakening confronted us just a few months later when we entered Standard 4. It was there that the arduous road to SCA began. At that time, we all received some new classmates mixed in with the old, after our Standard 3 promotion test. In addition, we were bombarded with early morning lunchtime and after-school lessons, in addition to our normal school hours of work. We also, for the very first time, attended 5 weeks of vacation classes during the July-August holidays. When we arrived in Standard 5 in September of 2023, weekend sessions and numerous practice tests became another stressful reality. However, our industrious tutors, Ms. Sharda, Ms. Amrika, and the boisterous Sir Devon and Sir Dayanand put their shoulders to the wheel so that no stone was left unturned in our preparation for that all-important SCA. Even though this excessive workload was a huge shock to our systems, there were many light-hearted moments that helped ease our stress-filled lives.
Who could forget the day in Ms. Sharda's class when Anissa somehow managed to slip down the back of the desk and got her head stuck. After several unsuccessful attempts to get her unstuck, Sir Devon had to finally resort to a hammer to free poor Anissa, who, by the way, giggled through the entire affair. That was hilarious.
And now, how about the time when Sir Dayanand bet his class that only a few of us would score 100% in a grammar test he had given? Lo and behold, when over 20 out of the 29 pupils attained a perfect score, Mr. Dayanand instantly placed one hand on his chest, looked up to the heavens, and pointed his other hand upwards, staggered to the front of the class and exclaimed, "Elizabeth, darling, this is it, honey. I'm coming to join you now." He was, of course, mimicking some character named Fred Sanford from a comedy Mr. Dayanand used to watch back in the dinosaur days when Sir was a young man. We laughed till we cried that day.
But by far the most fun-filled experience we had during that time was our field trip to the La Vega estate, about 5 weeks prior to the SCA. From the singing and dancing in the maxis, the cricket and football, the monkey bars and swings, and finally to Mario's Pizza when we returned to school. We had a whale of a time. We even participated in a short hike to a Cayman pool.
Unfortunately, it appeared as though the Caymans thought that we were aliens coming to get them, since there were none to be seen. This memorable day certainly made us forget our worries, if only for a brief period, and it was the perfect brain cooler which was required at that time.
Then, in the blink of an eye, it was the morning of Thursday, 21st March 2024. After 7 eventful years at primary school, now it all boiled down to the most crucial 4.5 hours of our lives, up to that point. When it was all over, it felt as though 1,000 kilograms has been lifted off our puny shoulders. It was then time to enjoy a long-awaited vacation in order to relax and blow off a lot of built-up tension. This mood of relaxation continued into this term, in which we played an assortment of games, performed in the Barbie Class Festival, participated in the March Past for S.D.M.S sports, and prepared for our graduation.
And now, here we are, the class of 2024, at our graduation ceremony. As we anxiously await the arrival of our results, it is with bittersweet feelings that we say goodbye to Felicity Hindu School, hello to secondary school, the next necessary step in the ladder of our lives. But before we do this, we must express our appreciation to our strict but caring retired principal, Mr. Devendra Rohit, whose visionary leadership helped get us to where we are today. It is also important to note the contribution of the new leader of the institution, Mr. Dinesh Bhagwandi, who oversaw a seamless transfer of power upon Mr. Rohit's retirement last October. The new acting principal also ensured that preparations for our exam proceeded as smoothly as possible, and that the secondary entrance assessment itself was administered without a hitch. To our parents and guardians, heartfelt thanks to you for your constant encouragement and support, and we know that this will no doubt continue in all our future endeavors. Kudos must also be sent out to all teachers, janitorial staff, office staff, cafe personnel, and even the security guards for providing a safe, comfortable, and loving environment at Felicity Hindu School. To our Standard 5 teachers, words cannot express the eternal debt of gratitude we owe to you for your enduring efforts and sacrifices that you have made for all of us. At this juncture, I would like to make honorable mention of Sir Diana, who officially retired from the profession on the 2nd of January 2024, but who voluntarily remained with his class right until exam day. Let me, Sir, take this opportunity on behalf of all the graduates present here today to say thanks for your selfless act of dedication and kindness. You not only guided the students of your class, but also assisted the entire Standard 5 body, teachers included. All that we can do at this stage, Mr. Jagrup, is to wish you good health, prosperity, and longevity in your retirement years. In conclusion, we, the valedictorians of the class of 2024 at the Felicity Hindu School, would like to wish all our fellow graduates the best of luck in the SCA results. We are confident that regardless of the secondary school which we attend, we shall continue to make our parents, teachers, and by extension, Felicity Hindu School proud. As we close, remember, graduates, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. According to Dr. Seuss, a famous children's author, and we quote, "You have a brain in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose." Thank you, and do have an enjoyable evening.
Thank you to these students who shared an insight into their lives at Felicity Hindu School and their wonderful memories and experiences. Felicity Hindu School has always produced prominent citizens, and today it is our pleasure to introduce to you one such individual to deliver our keynote address. Ms. Sharad Raghunath was a student of Felicity Hindu School during the period 2000 to 2007. That means she would have worn that same distinctive yellow uniform with pride and sat on those same hard desks just as you all did. After SEA, her secondary education began at the Holy Faith Convent in Cuba until 2015. There, she won a scholarship for modern studies. A next step took her to the University of the West Indies, where she graduated with her LLB with first-class honors. She then enrolled at the Hugh Wooding Law School, where she attained the legal education certificate with the principal's honor. She is currently employed at the Office of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs. Ms. Sharad is not only academically inclined, she is also a versatile Hindustani classical singer. She's also actively involved in social and religious activities in her community. Before I introduce to you, she would have something in store for you all, and she's going to close off her presentation with a song. And that means she's a great product of our Bal Vikas, right? And I think she's also the winner in the classical category in her last Bal Vikas, if memory serves me. Miss Avi? Yes. Right. So she was also a winner in classical singing at that time. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you one of my former students, Ms. Sharad Raghunath.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. That's fine, thanks. Yeah. Okay, great, thank you. Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. And interestingly, my teacher, some many moons ago for me, Ms. Reshma, in his absence, the President General of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, Pandit Krishna Rambali, School Supervisor 1, Dr. Adesh Ramlal, who I was informed had to leave late on in the program, the Honorable Member of Parliament and Executive Member of the S.D.M.S. Board, Pandit Dinesh Rambali, Principal of the Felicity S.D.M.S. Primary School, teachers, members of staff, representative of the PTA, specially invited guests, parents, guardians, friends, and well-wishers, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2024, Sitaram. So my name is Sharad Raghunath, and it is certainly an honor to be delivering the feature address this evening. I'm grateful and humbled for the opportunity to congratulate the graduating class of 2024 and to share this space with some of the most brilliant, talented, and driven young minds. I recall being in your position, sitting at my graduation ceremony at Felicity Hindu School. At that time, I was not keen on listening to speech after speech. So today, I will hope that some of what I have to say to you will resonate. I was told that the theme today is Dream, Believe, and Achieve. That is our theme, and what an important one it is. As we start, I want us to start this address together. So I know how brave you are and how confident you are, and I've seen you walk across the stage so proudly. So I'll ask of you to stand, please. It's a short exercise. So I want you to repeat after me with as much conviction and gusto as you possibly can. I am strong. Didn't sound like it. You all could do better. I am strong. I am smart. I am kind. I am loved. I am valuable. I can dream. I can believe. And I will achieve everything I put my mind to. Okay, thank you, and you all could be seated. So the last thing you affirmed was dream, believe, and achieve. And I think this extremely fitting. We sit here understanding that you have just experienced one of the first major milestones in your academic lives. I start by saying that you have already experienced what it means to dream, to believe, and to achieve. You've sat the SCA exams. You've dreamed, you've believed, and yes, you have already achieved. But how can I say that when your results have not yet been published? I'll tell you. None of us know right now whether you passed for your first choice, whether you passed for your second choice, or whichever school of choice that you passed for. But you have already dreamed. You've dreamed or imagined the day that you would be on the other side of these exams, having completed them, having given them your all. And you've believed, even when it got difficult, that no matter what, you will complete these exams. And you have worked. You have prepared, spent hours in class with your teachers, spent hours in lessons, day after day during weekends and holidays. When the rest of your family and cousins and friends were playing, you were studying. And as the valedictorians rightly described, the process was arduous. And then the day of SCA came, and you still pushed forward. You experienced that excitement, maybe anxiety, maybe a bit of fear. But you showed up on that day and sat those examinations, and you are here on the other side now, graduating. Your results have not come out yet, but let me tell you that you have already embodied the graduation theme. So whatever the result is, remember that you've dreamed, believed, and prepared, and how this showing up to meet your challenges and how you achieved by completing the task to the best of your ability. And this is what I want to urge you to continue to do with every single aspect of your lives going forward from today. To this day, one of my own biggest accomplishments, in face of all my awards and all my accolades, is deciding to sit an examination which I was scared that I would fail. The decision to show up, even though I was scared of failing. And in that exam, I got a B+. But that was the best B+ I ever gotten in my entire life. And that was one thing that made me extremely proud, in spite of all the other accomplishments that you've heard. So the mere fact that you've prepared and you've showed up, I'd say you already know what it feels like to achieve. So what lies ahead? In trying to understand a little bit about what might be going through your minds today, I asked my niece, who is currently in Standard 4 in your school, what are you looking forward to after these exams? And she said, of course, I'm looking forward to no lessons and no homework, which is fair. But then she also said to me, I'm looking forward to high school, but I'm a little bit afraid because I will be leaving a place of comfort, a place that I was for 7 years of my life. And that is completely understandable. Feeling excitement, a bit of fear because it's something new, something bigger than the safety net you know here. New places, new people, new teachers and friends. And when you get these feelings, it's okay. It's okay to be a little bit scared. The best of us in this room today have been scared at some point in time when doing something new. Every single one of us. But right now, I want you to believe and dream. I want you to imagine yourself. So yes, I have one more exercise for you. Students, I want you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. And imagine. Picture yourself on the first day of school, coming September, in your new high school, smiling, in your uniform with your backpack, your shoes. Think about it. You're ready to go. You're excited, and you have earned it. All these new faces. You're no longer the oldest in your school, but somehow now you reached the youngest amongst a new crowd. But you have what it takes to give your very best. And this is what lies ahead. I invite you to open your eyes. I ask you to hold that feeling of excitement. And remember this and the values that you have learned in 7 years in this school, and use that as you walk ahead. What you have learned here will carry you far. And know that whilst you now have a little more freedom, understand it comes with a lot more responsibility for yourself. The way you learned respect, honesty, integrity, carry that with you. The way you learned to go to God, however you may call him, when you are happy, sad, excited. Remember that gem and carry that with you as you move forward. That will assist so much as you dream and achieve. And on the topic of dreaming and achieving, I want you to always remember that your voice matters. What you have to say matters. So use your voices responsibly. What you think and feel matters. What you love to do matters. And at high school, there will be so many new and exciting opportunities and subjects. Remember to pay attention to what brings you joy. Explore as many areas as you can. Keep curious and excited to learn. Pay attention to how you feel and what you love to do. And explore it, whether it's mathematics, French, physical education, food and nutrition. I urge you, hold a vision or dream in your mind as you learn what you love and develop that. Work hard and be yourself. There's one particular quote by Dr. Seuss which always resonated with me. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Simply be yourself. And remember to keep interest in activities outside of your academics. Make the time to develop a hobby. Keep interested in your hobbies and continue to do what makes you feel joy. For me, I was fortunate enough to have parents who saw my love for singing and encouraged me to pursue this. And now, when the world gets a little bit stressful and when I feel a little bit overwhelmed, guess what I do? I sing. And it soothes me. Find what you love and immerse yourself in it. And I take this opportunity now to appeal to parents and guardians of these students. Please listen to your children. Observe what they are good at. Your support and guidance have taken them this far, up to this point. But there is more to be done. Observe what brings them joy. Engage with them, talk to them, and listen to them. There is a theory of development of a human's life called Erik Erikson psychosocial developmental stage theory. It separates our lives into ages where we must meet certain developmental milestones. In our teenage years, the main focus is identity. So parents, allow your children to discover who they are and guide them in the process. Understand, too, that traditionally esteemed professions such as medicine, engineering, law, as noble as they are not the only noble professions. If your child shows a love for those areas, wholeheartedly support them and lean into it. However, do not force onto them any path which they don't enjoy. Let them be guided into a profession or career that they will do well in, enjoy, and give their best. They will thank you for it, and so will society. And children, just as I have appealed to parents to listen to you, I am now appealing to you. Be moldable as children, as upcoming teenagers. Allow yourself to be corrected and to grow. It is a privilege to be guided and cared for by the adults in your life. There will be many an opportunity to go astray, but remember who you are and the persons who love and guide you. And remember that you can do anything you set your mind to. There is great joy in working hard to achieve your dreams. And remember, it's about nurturing your passions, cultivating strong friendships, and staying true to yourselves. Amidst the whirlwind of adolescence, you have the power to choose integrity over conformity. And peer pressures may pull you in different directions, but let your values be your guide. Act in ways that make you proud and uphold the strength of your character. Remember your values and observe your peers who match those values. Keep company with those who inspire you and who also treat others well. You have the power to choose. And today marks not just an end, but a new beginning. Cherish the memories you've made, the friendships you've formed, and the lessons you've learned. Celebrate your achievements, and remember to always remain humble. Congratulations, graduates of 2024. The world eagerly awaits your contributions. Stay true to who you are, embrace diversity with open arms, and let your journey be guided by dreams and values. And I want to end with an invitation. I know that it was stated that I would sing, but I would also like to share the space with you. So I'm not sure if you all are familiar with this particular song. It's Miley Cyrus, The Climb. Yeah? Okay, great. So I'm just going to sing a very small piece in it, and I welcome students to please sing along. I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep strong. I gotta keep my head held high, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle, but sometimes you're gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Thank you.
Much appreciation, Miss Sharad, for your encouraging message to our graduates. I now introduce Mrs. Gendawati Ramdani to give a vote of thanks.
So you wouldn't block me. Yeah? Sitaram, and a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. Before I begin, I must say, when you started to speak, I just told the person next to me, she has such a lovely voice. Now, when you started to sing, I need to say no more. So this afternoon, it is my honor and privilege to extend a vote of thanks to our esteemed and distinguished keynote speaker, Ms. Sharad Raghunath. She is definitely a true exemplar of what Felicity Hindu School is capable of nurturing. Your presence and insightful words have made this graduation ceremony truly memorable for all of us. Your inspiring words of wisdom have not only motivated our graduates, but also provided them with invaluable guidance as they embark on their new journey. Your anecdotes and advice have resonated deeply with all of us, not just the graduates alone, reminding each and every one of us of the importance of perseverance, integrity, and lifelong learning. The practical wisdom and experiences you shared will undoubtedly remain with our graduates as they step into the next chapter of their lives. Your contribution to this ceremony has elevated it to a new level, and for that, we are sincerely thankful. Ms. Raghunath, I ask of you to join me on center stage to accept this presentation on behalf of the Felicity Hindu School, expressing our profound gratitude here to you this afternoon.
Thank you, Miss. My dear children, after all that advice and messages you got this evening, I would like to add my little piece. Today marks a significant milestone in your lives. Your hard work, determination, and resilience have brought you here. You should be incredibly proud of your accomplishments. Now, you're on your way to seek new vistas, dream new dreams, embark on who you are, embrace life with passion, and keep believing in yourself. Go for it. According to Eleanor Roosevelt, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. As we bring the curtains down to graduation 2024, no function is complete without giving thanks for its success. Firstly, I wish to thank all the parents for your magnanimous contributions, which allowed us to be here at this spectacular venue. Let's give them a round of applause. Additional thanks to those who assisted with the music, dessert table, and the photo booth. Thanks to all our key stakeholders for accepting our invitations to be here today. Heartfelt thanks to the specially invited guests, members of staff, teaching and non-teaching, for the execution of this graduation ceremony. If I had inadvertently forgotten anyone, please note that it was not intentional. Thanks once again for being here to make this a memorable and joyous celebration. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Let's give them a round of applause. Mr. Deonath will now recite the closing prayer and give further instructions. Sitaram.
Please stand as we clasp our hands, bow our heads. We say special thanks to God for the success of and smooth flow of our program. Om Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhush Chasakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम. All right, please remain standing as we now have the recession of their graduates. Be seated. Right, so this is our arrangement for dinner this afternoon. All right, so firstly,